Thank you, everybody, for your attendance at this meeting. I welcome everyone to the August meeting of the Policy and General Committee. Standing committees are held as part of the council meeting process in order for committees to consider reports prepared by council officers and to make recommendations regarding these reports to the monthly council meeting. Council's delegates on the Policy and General Committee are Mayor Kennedy, Deputy Mayor Hickey, Councillor Allgate, Chairperson, Councillor Bolland, Councillor Brown, Councillor Jewett. Statement of ethical obligations. All councillors undertook an oath or affirmation at the beginning of their term of office and declared to undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interest of the people of the Broken Hill local government area and the City of Broken Hill, and that they will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in them under the Local Government Act 1993 or any other act to the best of their ability and judgment. Live streaming and recording of meetings. This committee meeting is being live streamed via YouTube and recorded and published online via Council's website. To those present in the meeting today, by attending in this public meeting, you are consenting to your image, voice and comments being recorded and published. The chairperson and or the general manager have the authority to pause the live stream if comments or debate are considered defamatory or otherwise inappropriate for publishing. Participants are advised that they may be subject to legal action if they engage in unlawful behaviour or commentary. We go to item 2 on the agenda, and that's apologies, and there are no apologies. Leave of absence, item 3, there are no leave of absence applications. The prayer, could I ask Councillor Bolland to produce the
I'll do the prayer.
Councillor Kennedy, Mayor Kennedy.
Almighty God, we ask you to invoke your blessing upon this council, direct and prosper our deliberations to the advancement, true welfare of the people of the council area, our state and Australia. Amen.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Acknowledgement of the country, Councillor Brown.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of the land upon which we meet today, the land of the William Harden people, to pay our respects to their elders past, present and future.
Thank you, Councillor Brown. Acknowledgement of mining history, Councillor Jewett.
Thank you, Councillor Allgate. We take time to reflect, remember and honour the over 800 miners that lost their lives and those that were crippled or maimed on the line of load. We thank the brave miners and their wives who were part of the 1919 and 1920 strike that lasted over 500 days and delivered a 35-hour working week. Mining is our past and future.
Thank you, Councillor Jewett. The minutes of the Policy and General Committee meeting held Wednesday, 19th of July 2023 be confirmed. Can we have a mover of
Move that way. Move that way. Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Hickey. Seconder. Councillor Bolland. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 1 in the reports. Disclosures of interest first. Are there any disclosures of interest? No disclosures of interest. Reports. The first report, Broken Hill City Council report number 151/23 dated August the 4th, 2023. Motions to the Local Government New South Wales Annual Conference to be held in Sydney on the 12th to the 14th of November 2023.
I'll move the recommendation.
Moved, Mayor Kennedy, seconded. Councillor Brown. Speakers? Speak to it, Mayor Kennedy? No. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 3. The Broken Hill City Council report number 153/23 dated July 28, 2023. The 2022-2026 delivery program, including the 2022 on the back page. Sorry about that. Go back to item 2. Broken Hill City Council report number 152/23 dated August the 4th, 2023, council meeting arrangements and Christmas shutdown period. Can we have a mover? Move Councillor Kennedy, Mayor Kennedy. Seconder? Councillor Hickey. All those in favour? Carried. Item 3, back on it again. Broken Hill City Council report 153/23 dated July 28, 2023. The 2022 to 2026 delivery program, including the 2022-2023 operational plan outcomes, final key performance indicators, process report for period ending 30th of June 2023. Do we have a mover of the recommendations?
I'll move it.
Mayor Kennedy. Seconder? Councillor Jewett. Speak to it.
Yeah, look, this is a really good result with 90% of 90 to 95% of all actions targeted reached, which is a really good result. So that's the end of the thing. Of course, you'd love to get to 100%, but for me, it's an interesting read, and it's really is showing how well the council's doing.
I agree. Any further speakers? All those to a vote? All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 4, Broken Hill City Council report number 154/23 dated August the 8th, 2023, Disability Inclusion Action Plan 2022 to 2026. Key Performance Indicators Progress Report for the period ending 30th of June 2023. Can we have a mover of the recommendations? Mayor Kennedy, seconder. Councillor Hickey. Speak to it, Mayor Kennedy.
Yeah, this one's even more important that we got good marks in it because it's our disability inclusion plan. As you read on in the next report in the survey, disabled people were just as satisfied with council's overall result as the general population, which was actually spoken to by the person delivering the presentation, just how important it was that all parts of the community felt equally included. There was no area of Broken Hill that felt less included or had a lower rating overall than what the general area had.
No. Further speakers? Councillor Hickey.
Yeah, Councillor Allgate, the fact that we're 36%, or 36 of it's on track, I think there's 81% was all good, and that's, you know, it's an excellent result. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Councillor Brown, Councillor Allgate.
Councillor Brown, sorry.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Just had a question about the, given that there've been problems getting a group together in the past, whether that the monitoring group is actually meeting, and is that working effectively at the moment?
Mr. General Manager.
Thanks, Councillor Allgate. I might pass over to Ms. Newman. They have been meeting, but Ms. Newman will be able to provide an update on that. Thank you.
Is that fine? All those in, any further speakers? Oh, sorry, Rose.
Thank you. Yes, I just want to confirm that we do have difficulty around the membership, and there have been some changes, but very satisfactory changes whenever we meet. So I don't feel uncomfortable in saying that this, what we have documented here is true and correct and represents our approach to disability.
I see. Okay. Any further speakers? Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 6, Broken Hill City Council Report number 156/23, dated August the 8th, 2023, the adoption of the draft asset naming policy. Done? I thought we just done that. Sorry, back again. Item 5. Broken Hill City Council Report number 155/23, dated July 2024 to 23, Community Satisfaction Survey. Can we have a mover of that?
I'll move it.
Kennedy, seconder.
I'll second it.
Councillor Boland, speakers?
Yeah, look, this survey is a really good read. There's some really interesting things in this survey. Overall, it was a pretty good outcome for the council, considering the person that gave the presentation said most councils that had surveyed over that period had gone backwards, not forwards. For example, one of the things here, which shows just how much good reading there is in there, significant more residents surveyed who self-identified as First Nations said streets, roads, footpaths, lighting for why they were satisfied, 77% versus 12% of the other respondents. So to have Aboriginal people saying that they have a 77% approval rating when it comes to roads and footpaths just shows you how much we can do to actually make it even better. If we have people that are already satisfied with what I would consider a low level, not a low level of service, but definitely a level of service that could improve dramatically. It shows that that particular group of people were very appreciative of what council does for them.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Further speakers or comments? All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 6, Broken Hill City Council Report number 156/23, dated August the 8th, 2023, adoption of the draft asset naming policy. Have a mover, Councillor Brown. Seconder, Councillor Jewett. Speak to it, Councillor Brown.
I don't have very much to say, Mr. Chair, except that the fact that there were no submissions from the public, and this is, something that has been of some interest, the last 12 months or so, I suppose. I think that shows that this is, people are happy with what we're proposing. So I think it's a good policy.
Thank you. Further comment or speakers? All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 7. Broken Hill City Council Report number 157/23. Excuse me. Public art audit, condition reports and conservation plans. Do we have a mover? Councillor Brown. Seconder, Councillor Jewett. Councillor Brown, would you like to comment?
Yes, there's obviously a great deal of material in this report to consider, and the recommendation to put it in the budget for next year will give us all time to, have a look in some detail at their recommendations and, look at that for the budget next year. It's a bit scary when you look at their estimates of the cost to repair or remediate some of these these works is quite off-putting. I mean, we could spend half the budget on fixing everything up, but I think it's a good place to to start with the works that are in poor condition. I just have one question also, if I may. These just a couple of things that I don't think were quite factual, or one in particular. I mean, it's not particularly important, but I think these reports need to be accurate. I'm just wondering whether the dates. I'm referring to the Pro Heart mural at the airport. I know that was actually painted in 1986 and not 1997. The report said it was part of that, all of those murals, but I'm sure it was there when the new terminal was opened. It actually says Pro Heart 86 on it too. I wouldn't have said anything if I was only relying on my memory, but my memory before I saw actually that, because that's one of the enlarged photos. But I just wonder, maybe it was only accessed in 1997, but just as a matter of history, that was there for 10 years or so before the other ones were added.
Yeah, okay, take that on board, Mr. General Manager.
Just one other question too. I wondered if anyone, if those gargoyle things that are on the corner of the town hall facade, were they included in that as a public artwork?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see them there. I kind of, by the end, I was leafing through it pretty quickly.
Facade? No.
Yeah, well, I just wonder whether it's, worth having a look at those, with the, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
I think there was only a sample, and there was only 56 works of art that were looked at.
It's pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, but if you look at what the council holds.
Yeah, but these are only the outside, sort of the public art. It's not only council owned, it's, the TAFE ones as well, and all of those, the story sticks and everything else. I just would have thought that that gargoyle, those carvings on the corner might have been included in that, whether they just didn't look up, they were just looking. Anyway, it's only just something that passed across my mind.
Yeah, thanks, Councillor Allgate. Yeah, I'd say it'd just be an oversight, Councillor Brown, and we can have them include that in future report. Make sure we pick up on it. They did pick up on items that, as you pointed out, aren't under council's control, but we did leave that in the report, given that they are significant to the Broken Hill community as such in any regard. But obviously, it's not something that council would be putting funding into, but it is helpful to have that in the full report. Thank you.
Further comment? No further comment, put to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 8, Broken Hill City Council Report number 158/23 dated August the 11th, 2023. The investment report for July 2023. Could we have a mover? Move Councillor Boland. Seconder. Councillor Stewart. Like to speak to it, Councillor Boland?
Fine, Mr. Chair.
Any comment from other councillors? Okay. Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 9, Broken Hill City Council Report number 159/23 dated August the 9th, 2023, the 2023-24 event sponsorship. Can we have a mover of the recommendation?
Move that way.
Move Councillor Hickey. Seconded, Councillor Jewett. Speak to it.
Yes, Chair. Yeah, the application came in very late and it only left very limited time before the soccer thing is on. And it wasn't really quite enough time to get answers back on some of the stuff that we would have liked. They did ask for $10,000, which we gave them 5 and 2 in kind. But I thought that was even generous considering the amount that was in the application. It was a little bit light on. Thank you.
Okay. Further comment? No further comment, put it to a vote.
Just a quick one.
Okay.
And these are
Mayor Kennedy.
just in there, it says that it'll inject about $1 million into the Broken Hill economy. I'm always curious to how these figures are derived, not speaking against what's going on, but if you look further on when it comes to the Hill Festival, where they've got a spend map, which actually looks at how much extra money was spent over the period for the Hill Festival, and it's 350,000 and 550,000. I'm just always a little bit curious of how people determine that such amounts of money are brought into an economy. It would be, I do like the idea of I don't like being spied on by these financial things saying what we're spending, but they are interesting tools, just actual real spending of money over those periods. It's probably pretty good data for things like council, just to actually see what events do bring into the community and whether it justifies councils. Well, it does justify council's spend, but they are interesting for a data point of view.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Would you like to comment?
Thanks, Councillor. Okay, it'd be it'd probably be handy for us to provide a briefing session with councillors to go through that as well, so you can see some of the events that we have had and what indicators they're pulling in through it. So you've got that information as well for future reports, and we will recheck those figures for the Broken Hill Soccer Association in relation to our other significant events in the city. Thanks, Councillor Allgate.
Yeah,
That'd be great. I think it really is something that is really valuable, and it's something that as councillors would be great to understand.
Right, thanks, Mayor Kennedy.
Just on top of that, Mr. Chair, we
Yes.
did bring that up when we did that thing, that the amount of income compared to the amount that was requested as against some of the others was significantly much lower to the community income than what some of the others. But yeah, I think what our general manager just said about a workshop on that would be a great idea, because I don't think any of us really know where those figures come from.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Hickey. Further speakers? All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 10, Broken Hill City Council Report number 1660/23 dated August the 10th, 2023. Memorandum of Understanding, St Patrick's Race Club and the Broken Hill City Council. Moved, Mayor Kennedy. Seconded, Councillor Hickey. Speak to it, Mayor Kennedy.
Just similar to what was said before, that the St Pat's Race Club is, for me, our most important event. The Monday Bash is starting to become, if it not already is, it's starting to, but St Pat's will always be one that locals really appreciate, and people from away that have a connection to the city actually use St Pat's to come back. So it's always great to catch up with people, and it's one of those things that council needs to be seen to be supporting, simply because it's such an iconic event within the city.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Further speakers? Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Item 11, Broken Hill City Council Report number 161/23 dated August the 10th, 2023. Memorandum of Understanding, the Palace Hotel in respect to the Broken Hill Festival and Broken Hill City Council. Have a mover? Do we have a mover?
I'll move that.
Councillor Kennedy, Mayor Kennedy. Seconder. Councillor Brown.
And look, this is another important event. It's not supported by everyone in the community, but they do bring a lot of people from outside the community. It's another one that's growing and bringing money in to Broken Hill, and it's one that the council needs to be seen to support.
Further speakers? No further speakers. Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Confidential matters. Call. Is there another one? We used to get these in one page. 12, item 12. Broken Hill City Council Report 162/23 dated August the 9th, 2023. Minutes of the Section 355 Youth Advisory Committee meeting held July the 25th, 2023. Can we have a mover of the recommendation, the three recommendations? Move, Mayor Kennedy. Seconded. Seconder, Councillor Brown. Speak to it, Mayor Kennedy.
Oh, no, just one of those. Yeah, I will. Just that's a committee that has so much potential. Councillor Jewett, I believe, is on that. It's one of those things, as it gets going, it'll be used more and more to actually bring youth groups together and come up with plans that have a strategical performance on how to, for council, how to administer a lot of things.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Further speakers or comment? No further speakers or comment. Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. Move on to confidential matters. Call for a motion to.
I'll move the report.
Pardon?
I'll move the report. If no one wants to discuss it, then we don't have to go into confidential.
Seconded.
You'll move the report.
Yeah.
Seconded. Councillor Boland. Speak to it. Mayor Kennedy.
Just it's pretty straightforward, the acquisition of land. I have no objection.
Further comment?
Terrible block in a terrible spot with no access. It's a foregone conclusion.
Thank you, Councillor Hickey. Any further comment? Mayor.
Just so councillors fully understand, because some of the new councillors, confidential, even though things are confidential, doesn't mean you can't discuss the basis of the report, as long as you're not mentioning confidential stuff that's within the report. It might be worth at some stage that we actually it is explained in detail why things are in confidential, what they mean. For example, all the things that are in confidential will be in the confidential at the next meeting. Doesn't mean that they can't be dealt with openly. It just means that councils have to be aware of what parts of those reports are confidential and should be mentioned publicly.
Thank you. Further comment? Put it to a vote. All those in favour? Carried unanimously. That's the conclusion of the meeting. Meeting closed at 5:57. What do we do about this one? There was no motion to move into confidence, so.